It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, it's an exciting time to be a Jets fan. This is a franchise that hasn't had a lot to get behind in recent years, but now they have their superstar in number 8, Aaron Rodgers.
And they felt like they were a quarterback away from being a playoff team the year before, and now they've got one of the best ones that we've seen. His ability to give them confidence, distribute the ball to all the playmakers, and just give them an identity, that's what they're banking on.
And meanwhile, for the Eagles, the big question, how would they improve their squad in 2023 and make another run at a Super Bowl title? Well, they took a few hits in free agency, but by most accounts, really hit a home run during April's draft. You were there. What did you make of it?
It was almost a night beyond their wildest dreams. Perhaps the best player in the draft somehow fell to 9, where the Eagles traded up to get him. And a terrific pass rusher they got at 30. Wonderful draft, extra pieces for a Super Bowl contender.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And up and down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there.
I think enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense trying to...
He's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here now, 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On play action, now Rodgers. Touchdown! Alex Harrison from 21 yards away. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Rodgers now to throw. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
It's one play at a time, baby.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. On a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they run the option on 2nd down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We'll give now to Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's across midfield to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the Jets' 44-yard line.
2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
New York set to take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First and 10, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Get him going, baby.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Pushing his way through. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a strong first half from the new Jet, Aaron Rodgers. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need the offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. 23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The tight end in motion right. On second down, it's Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left side complete. That's Erickson. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Holding offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's one play at a time.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And here's Rodgers on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. And in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Fighting Hardman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's the gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to have this across. Use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's first down. And again, it's Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing now is Rodgers. To the sideline and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.